Hello everyone, welcome back to the Disc Golf Experience YouTube channel. Getting close to the end of my entire disc golf trading card collection. I've done, I think it was 30 some videos, individual sets, individual players, some mail openings, some mail calls that had some unique arrivals showing up for me. And I am currently on the 2022 Brixton OTB set, which was pretty monumental in the trading card world in terms of what they produced. Quality was incredible. The rarities of the cards was very limited. For the limited things, the sets weren't that rare. The individual base cards, they had serial numbered out of 75. Those cards were called Smoke. Serial numbered out of 30 were their relic cards, and they had a plastic which was made out of discs, pieces of discs, and a fabrics version which was made out of shirts, jerseys. Then there were the studio signatures that were serial numbered out of 25. Dual and triple autographs with 2 or 3 autographs per card. Those were numbered out of 25. Then there was the Holy Shot card, which was numbered out of 25, out of 5, and out of 1. And then the elusive cards that I didn't get any of, and I opened a lot of this stuff, were the out of 5 Juliana Korver or Paige Pierce individual cards. And then they also had Juliana Korver, Paige Pierce dual card out of 5. I didn't get any of those, and I've only seen 1 or 2 out there. People are asking like $1,000 for them. I don't know that they're that high a value, but it's whatever somebody will pay, and that's what that person wants for it. We'll see if it comes down eventually. I may end up with them, but my intent with this set was to get every of the cards 5 or less, or 5 or more, numbered to 5 or more. So I wanted 1 Paige Pierce out of 5. I wanted 1 Juliana Korver out of 5. I wanted 1 of their dual card out of 5. I wanted the Holy Shot out of 5. All the relics, all the autos, all the smokes, and then I basically wanted to get 1 of each 1 of 1 possibility, which would be the dual autos, the triple autos, and I think the Korver, the Korver and Pierce. I don't remember if studio signatures. Let me take a quick look here. I think that's in here. But the checklist that they have, I think, is slightly misleading. So they had dual 1 of 1s and triple 1 of 1s, but not studio signatures and not relics. So yeah. So I'm only a few cards short. I've actually got 1 card on the way. I couldn't hold off recording this video, but I will do that. I'll open that as a mail call separately, so when it does show up. But here's the base cards. 24 cards, 23 players, and a surprise. I'll do the surprise wherever it shows up. We've got Tim Barham, White Lake, Michigan. On the back, it's got some statistics, which is pretty cool. Not every card that we've seen in my videos has had much for statistics. Events, wins, top 10, average finish, average rating, total cash, cash per throw. I like that. And then that's the career stats, and then the 2021 season. So, and they include all A-tier, national tour, and major events. And that was done in partnership with Statmando, or in partnership with the PDGA. Stats by Statmando in partnership with the PDGA. So Tim Barham, Thomas Gilbert, Ricky Wysocki, Patrick Brown, Paige Pierce, Nate Sexton, Nate Perkins, Missy Gannon, Matt Bell, Luke Humphreys, Leah Sinigini, Kevin Jones, Juliana Corver, Joel Freeman, Jeremy Colling, James Conrad, Holland Handley. Here comes the non-player, Hogan, the good old boy, Luke Humphreys' dog. Career stats, 82 stats, 0 wins, boy status, goodest, sticks chewed, infinity, naps taken all, and total cash $0. He's got some shades on the back. Nice. Ezra Aderhold, Ella Hansen, Corey Ellis, Connor O'Reilly, Colton Montgomery, and Bradley Williams. So I don't recall, I don't think it says it anywhere on here, but these were all players that were either sponsored by OTB or managed by one of the management companies. And I don't recall which one it was. I believe that was the stipulation to get in this set. So here we have the smoke cards. Apparently this was something that was done for like a standard trading card set. I've never seen it myself, but just the color blast, I think they call that. It just looks like a blast of paint thrown, like dry paint thrown in the background, or even wet paint thrown at a canvas. Thomas Gilbert here, 11 out of 75. You can see in the very top corner here is that it's tough to see because it's gray on white, but I'll just call out the numbers. I'm not going to show you every single one of them. And then the back is just a OTB moon with some space ships and things, and then more of that color blast look on the back. Ricky Wysocki, 12 of 75. Patrick Brown, 9 of 75. Paige Pierce, 14 of 75. Nate Sexton, 64 out of 75. Nate Perkins, 58 out of 75. Missy Gannon, 02 out of 75. Matt Bell, 32 out of 75. Luke Humphreys, 27 out of 75. Leah Sinigini, 23 out of 75. Kevin Jones, 19 out of 75. Juliana Corver, 16 out of 75. Joel Freeman, looks like 16 out of 75 also. Jeremy Colling, 49 out of 75. James Conrad, 51 out of 75. Holland Handley, 23 out of 75. Hogan, 48 out of 75. Ezra Aderhold, 31 out of 75. Ella Hansen, 18 out of 75. Corey Ellis, 22 out of 75. Colt Montgomery, 25 out of 75. Connor O'Reilly, 20 out of 75. And finally, Bradley Williams, 41 out of 75. So that was the entire smoke set. I had to make some trades, purchase a few individuals to get them, but I was determined to get all of those. Here we'll go through the relics first, because these are the next numbered out of 30. We've got Thomas Gilbert, 12 out of 30. You can see the shirt in here. The front of this card contains a piece of memorabilia guaranteed by Brixton to have been worn in an event by Thomas Gilbert. Card number FXTG. So then the next card in is Tim Barham. I guess I got them out of order, but it's sorted by their abbreviations. Tim Barham, 17 out of 30. Then the next one's the one that I'm missing, is the Ricky shirt. That's the only shirt fabrics relic that I'm missing. Patrick Brown. Paige Pierce, 24 out of 30. Patrick Brown was 25 out of 30. Nate Sexton's got part of his Adidas logo there. People tend to like the logoed parts. Looks like this might actually be two pieces. I don't know if they ran out of space. It wasn't quite big enough for the opening, so there's a little extra fabric in there. Multicolor also is something that people like to go for. Like Paige Pierce's is very plain, all black mesh, but the other ones have a little bit of character to them. But Sexton's 07 out of 30. We got Nate Perkins, 15 out of 30, very bland in color. There's some color and some uniqueness. Missy Gannon, 02 out of 30. Matt Bell, 22 out of 30. Leah Sinigini with some chains, 8 out of 30. Luke Humphreys, 17 out of 30. Kevin Jones, 6 out of 30. Juliana Corver, 7 out of 30. James Conrad, 22 out of 30. Hogan, it's from his scarf. You can see on his neck there, they cut apart his scarf. Hogan, 20 out of 30, 26 out of 30. Ella Hansen, looks like she shops her clothing at Kirkland. 25 out of 30, Ella Hansen. Ezra Aderhold, little 3-color patch there, 12 out of 30. Connor O'Reilly, 2 out of 30. Colt Montgomery, 7 out of 30. Corey Ellis, 23 out of 30. Another 3-color patch. Bradley Williams, 9 out of 30. And then Jeremy Colleen, 29 out of 30. Colleen, there were some oddities with this, that Colleen had a fabric but not a plastic. So he didn't send a disc, but he sent a shirt in to be used. So I don't know what I never heard the cause or the reason behind it. But there's a little bit of oddity there. So I think there's more shirts than there are plastic pieces. But here we go. Barham, 25 out of 30. These are the plastics version. And on the back, the front of this card contains a piece of memorabilia. Same verbiage. It just says piece of memorabilia. Guaranteed by Brixton to have been used in an event by Tim Barham. 25 out of 30. Thomas Gilbert, 30 out of 30. That's what they call the bookend. Just heard from Tyler Brickley today on a post that he's going to be making an ad about trading cards for the DGPT, and he was somewhat making fun of the bookend and the collector's verbiage and excitement and all that. And I chimed in with some advice for the ending to his video. We'll see if he uses my input. Ricky Wysocki, 20 out of 30. Patrick Brown is kind of unique in that as a piece of an autograph, or that might be how he signs his discs to keep them unique and marked up so that he knows that it's his by PDGA rules. Patrick Brown, 22 out of 30. Paige Pierce, 3 out of 30. Nate Sexton, 10 out of 30. Nate Perkins, part of the Discmania emblem there, 13 out of 30. Missy Gannon, 5 out of 30. Matt Bell, looks to be a dirtied up putter, 8 out of 30. Leah Sinigini, 6 out of 30. Luke Humphreys, 30 out of 30. Another bookend. Kevin Jones, 21 out of 30. Juliana Korver, 3 out of 30. James Conrad, 24 out of 30. Ella Hansen, 16 out of 30. Ezra Aderhold, 25 out of 30. Connor O'Reilly, 21 out of 30. Colt Montgomery, and again, big part of his signature in the middle of the disc, 6 out of 30. Corey Ellis, 24 out of 30. Bradley Williams, 4 out of 30. And I don't know if I missed that on the smokes, but this is Tim Barham. They were just stacked different, so I think I did miss that in the smoke section. So those are out of the 30s, and then there's the studio signatures. Tim Barham, 52332. These are on-card autographs. On the back, the autograph featured on the front of this card is guaranteed by Brixton to be an authentic signature from Tim Barham. And then on the bottom here, OTB studio signature, 18 out of 25. I think, yep, you can see that now. So that's how they serial number them. They're kind of gold lettering. There's different ink colors used. I think they just let people use what they wanted. I think they may have intended to have gold signatures be more rare than silver or black. I'm not sure of that, but that's the way it was listed in the checklist when it was sent to Daniel Mears for his spreadsheet. But then I think they ended up just, like, there were some gold signatures that I got that they weren't the rare ones, so I'm not really sure what the deal was there. But Thomas Gilbert, 7 out of 25. Patrick Brown, 16 out of 25. Paige Pierce, 10 out of 25. There's a gold auto. Nate Sexton, 10 out of 25. Nate Perkins, 21 of 25. Missy Gannon, 16 of 25. Matt Bell, 25 of 25. That's a bookend. Luke Humphreys, 13 of 25. Leah Sinigini with green ink, 20 out of 25. Kevin Jones just says KJ. 18 of 25. Juliana Corver. 12 of 25. Joel Freeman. 3 of 25. James Conrad in green. 15 of 25. Holland Handley. 10 of 25. Ezra Aderhold in like a purplish fuchsia looking color. 15 of 25. Ella Hansen in green. 5 of 25. Corey Ellis. 14 of 25. Connor O'Reilly. Another bookend, 25 of 25. Colton Montgomery. 3 of 25. Bradley Williams. 24 of 25. The only one that signed with either red or orange on the solo studio signatures was Big Germ Colleen. 16 of 25. Then we're moving on to the dual and then triple autos. So we'll start with Big Germ and Nate Sexton. It says dual crown on the top, player photo, player name, and then auto, player photo, player name, auto. Pretty cool that they could put some names together with some different storylines potentially. I don't know if there were reasons behind everyone, but ultimately it was just two players per card. So Big Germ Colleen and Nate Sexton, and then on the back, the autographs featured on the front of this card are guaranteed by Brixton to be authentic signatures from the players named, and it's kind of a silver look to it. And bottom here, 14 out of 25. Missy Gannon and Paige Pierce. 24 of 25. Two players using different color ink. Kevin Jones and Ezra Aderhold. Kevin used silver. Ezra used black. 14 of 25. Thomas Gilbert and Joel Freeman. 2 of 25. Holland Handley and Ella Hansen. 17 of 25. Colton Montgomery and Corey Ellis, both silver. 23 of 25. Luke Humphreys, Matt Bell, both silver. 5 of 25. And then this last one was one of the ones I didn't get, but my boy Ryan at Brixton hooked me up. Little card here. I don't know if this is supposed to be shared or not, but I thought it was pretty nice, pretty considerate of him. He knows how much I put into the set and how much I love it and talk about it. But hi, Mike. I wanted to say thanks for supporting us so much during this past year. You've made so many different types of positive contributions to what we're trying to accomplish, and it really means a lot to us. As a token of our appreciation, I wanted to send you a card you've been chasing for a while. So he knew what cards I needed when he sent this. I wanted to send you a card you've been chasing for a while. Enjoy the card, and thank you for being a leader in the disc golf community, Ryan O'Neill. So pretty cool that he did that, and probably one of the harder autos to acquire, at least in terms of value, is the, sorry, there's a little smudge on there. I was trying to get rid of it before I show it. And this one's got the Brixton sticker over the top. Doesn't really mean anything because it's not a sealed card, but I'm going to leave it there. I don't need to take the card out to look at it. But got James Conrad and Ricky Wysocki in two different color inks. 8 out of 25. So those are the dual crown. Then the triple crown. Start with Paige Pierce, James Conrad, Ricky Wysocki. I think this is the one I think I paid the most for. 3 pretty big names. Number 3 out of 25. Then we got, Kevin Jones, Nate Sexton, Jeremy Colling. Silver ink again. Black and black. 11 of 25. Triple Crown, Ezra Aderhold, Luke Humphreys, Joel Freeman. Black, silver, and black. Then a 3-color. I thought that was pretty cool. Thomas Gilbert, Corey Ellis, and Colton Montgomery. Thomas used red, Corey used green, and Colton used purple. Another triple color. Troy Barham used black, Patrick Brown used silver, and Connor O'Reilly used purple. Sorry, I missed a... I got the 25 of 25 bookend for Ezra, Luke, and Joel. And then the triple color was 7 out of 25. And then the Barham, Brown, O'Reilly was 13 out of 25. The all silver, Matt Bell, Bradley Williams, and Nate Perkins. 12 of 25. And then the triple color women's Triple Crown. We've got Leah Sinigidi in green, Ella Hansen looks like brown, and Holland Handley in black. Number 7 of 25. So those are the triple autos. Then I will go to the Holy Shot card, which, well, these were probably the most talked about when the set had not quite been released yet, just because of the graphic that they used. It's a stained glass look in the background, and there's 3 different versions of the same card. Kind of a blue hue, a reddish pink hue, and then I think the 1 of 1 is gold. But I've only got the 25, 23 out of 25, the Holy Shot James Conrad, and I'll read the back here. Going into the 3rd shot on the final hole of the most prestigious event of the year, James Conrad needed a miracle. He was trailing by 1 stroke, had a misfire off the tee pad, and forced to lay up onto the fairway. He found himself 264 feet from the pin. The odds were against him. You could throw this shot 1,000 times and not make it once. He centered himself for a moment and then stepped up and delivered the most jaw-dropping shot the world has ever seen. The moment couldn't have been any bigger. The characters were all in position for the most dramatic finish to a tournament we've ever seen. Some say it was the biggest moment in our sport. Some say it was the biggest moment in all of sports. It's certainly up there in that moment. We witnessed greatness. We witnessed the Holy Shot. So that was where James threw in with his famous envy, little Anheuser around the trees. Needed to park it to put the pressure on Paul, and he did that. Went on to a playoff and ultimately won the Worlds at Utah. So pretty cool card. Then here is the pink version or red version. Slightly just a different color in the background. And then the back is also a different color. And as you can see, 23 out of 25 here. Got 5 out of 5 on the red. So that's one of the cards they don't have is the gold 1 of 1 version. I probably won't ever get it, but that's about as complete of a set as I could put together. And then the only 1 of 1 I do have currently, I bought on eBay because it was the only one that I've ever seen out there. I would like to get a 1 of 1 triple auto, and if possible, I would love to get the 1 of 1 Holy Shot, but I'd have to do some massive sales to pay for those, I think. So, but this one I did get. It is the Jeremy Coley and Nate Sexton, and they're in gold. You can see the outer border here. I'll grab another duel just to show you. This is silver around the outside and gold here. Oh, I think that's the difference that I was reading off the spreadsheet. So silver is the 25, the numbered out of 25, and gold is the numbered out of 1. it had nothing to do with the color of the ink. So that was my own interpretation. Just disregard that. But pretty cool. And then on the back here it says 1 of 1 in kind of like a cursive type font. 1 of 1. So there's only one of those ever made. And I was happy to take a photo with Nate and all of his cards that I had from this set. Snapped a photo. He was our special guest at the indoor disc golf experience this past winter in Brookfield, Wisconsin. My friend and I, Jeff Showers, and I run that. I've been involved for about 6 years now, and Nate was our guest. We've had Ricky, we had Simon, we had Philo, Greg Barsby. Jeff does it in a couple other cities too. I think I've mentioned it in some of the other videos I did, but if you get a chance, it's just a blast to play disc golf inside in the middle of winter for a few hours with your friends. They actually send people out with selling beer out of the buckets, like out of a tote, kind of like a beer cart. We do it at an indoor soccer complex, but anywhere you can find space and not have anything, easily accessible to be damaged by the disc, you could do it. So if you need some help getting one set up, hit me up. But that's it for the Brixton 2022 Brixton OTB set. I'm going to tape one more video here tonight, and that's going to wrap up all of my current collection. As things roll in, I'll continue to do mail calls as I get them, and in a week or so, I'm hoping, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most, those Brixton cards come in, and we'll start opening some boxes and showing you what I get out of there and make some of that stuff available. Again, I'll say it again that I have all of my duplicates almost all are listed on my website, thediscgolfexperience.com. All I'm showing you in these videos is my personal collection. My intent is to have one of as many cards as I can possibly have. I don't need to have duplicates, but as many unique cards as possible is my goal. So, and someday I'd like to have them displayed. I keep saying it in the other videos, but I never know who's going to watch each one. There might be a specific set that they're into, so I trying to give as much information as I can. But please like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it if you enjoyed it and you think other people might enjoy it. Comment on it if you want to make a trade, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Or any more videos. I am going to be venturing off the trading card track here that started this winter, and start going out and doing some stuff outside on the courses. Some course reviews, maybe some course design things. Not really sure what I'll get into, but I'm going to do my best to make this channel unique and diversified. So that's it, everyone. Take care. Thank you again. Bye-bye.